This is an absolutely stacked week of comics. DC decided to drop all their absolute books. Well, not all, but four of
Most.
their absolute books uh, all at once. And we've got three of them on the docket this week, including Absolute Batman and Wonder Woman taking a jolly old trip to hell. Beautiful stuff. All that and more this week on Pals Pulls. With me, as always, of course, are Marco,
Celsius.
Tyler,
Polo. That doesn't
and
work
I,
if you don't. Yeah, that didn't work.
and I am Sean. Thank you for being here. Whether you are live or in the future, please do make sure to smash that like button.
Smash.
If you are used to the show, know what we do, and typically enjoy it. If you're new, hang around. Hang around for a little bit.
Howdy.
Yeah. Let's get to know each other. We're gonna talk Absolute Batman 16. We're gonna talk Absolute Wonder Woman 16.
I got the Gooner cover for that one. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
hell
you
yeah.
did? Let me see. Hold on. What's that?
Who's that? Who's that again?
That's
It's Guillaume March, who I just
Yeah,
love
that's
Guillaume
right.
March. So
Game March is good.
Absolute Martian Manhunter number 8. Superman number 34. DCKO, the kids are all fucking stupid, number 1.
yeah, you just spoiled
Uh,
your whole review on it. Jeez.
yeah. Iron Man number 1 and the Infernal Hulk number 3. So big time docket, big time books. The big time debut of Joshua Williamson on Iron Man. We'll be getting to that a little bit later. But let's start things off with Absolute Batman, number 16. So the last issue of Absolute Wonder Woman actually saw us these two characters interacting for the first time. And that part of the crossover was, of course, handled by the creative team over on that book.
Mm-hmm.
But here, this was a core issue of Batman. So Scott Snyder, Nick Dragotta, who on League of Comic Geeks is credited as writer of this issue as well. I don't know the validity of
Interesting.
that.
Hmm.
Colors by Frank Martin, letters by Clayton Cowles. And yeah, in this issue, I gotta say the very, very early pieces of this issue had me laughing, just literally the first page,
Yeah.
because they've got Bruce working at this construction site, and I'm just like, man, this is bullshit. I wanted him to be more broke.
you,
I wanted
you
him to,
wanted him to be jobless. His
yeah,
his his new arch enemy is absolute job application.
absolutely. Like you want to really represent the modern person. Yeah, and even in the book, Nick Dragotta is credited as writer. So I don't know what happened there.
Scott Snyder was saying on Twitter that there were bits of this that were all Nick Dragotta's idea, specifically the dream sequence. There's some panels in there that are callbacks to issue 4.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
yeah,
But yeah, this is largely these two characters, Batman and Wonder Woman, uh, romping through hell. There is this dream sequence where Batman is seeing his dad. There's a really cool fight between our heroes and a Minotaur. A centaur, excuse me. A centaur. I love a centaur as well. Just cool mythological creatures. Um, Overall, though, this definitely did feel. I mean, it's a strong issue. It feels a bit fillery. What did you guys think?
Yeah, I could see that. I do like that it deals with more of the aftermath with his friends.
Yeah.
That did make me feel it twisted my stomach a little bit. Seeing the way how Penguin distorted and seeing the anger, like the resentment, the hate that's been building up as he's sitting there like all disfigured. It's gross. It's
I'm,
gross, but like Bruce coming to still show up, Bruce still coming to support was I don't know, it was bittersweet.
it was. I mean, I get them. I'd be pissed too.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
I do
All of
like
them.
how they did go with Blueface Joker, Two Face, like the animated series instead of like the purple
Oh,
scarlet
sure,
one.
sure. Yeah.
So I was a fan of that.
But I mean, visual feast. I love looking at Dragota's art. and just sifting through, seeing little things that he does. Diana looked cool. She looks angry,
Mm.
and I liked it. I see somebody in the chat was like, "Yeah, the Diana looking, the way she looked wasn't as great," but I don't know. This fit the aesthetic for what Dragata's been putting down. This is his take on it. All of this was a very, very strong issue, and you get a good fight between two of them and a centaur. Get to see that big ass sword again. Yeah, this was rad. Felt like a raiding party.
Yeah, yeah, it did feel like a dungeon
Yeah, yeah.
or a scenario for your Warcraft players since this is a two-man thing.
I think like
Um,
Skyrim.
yeah. I dug this issue. I thought it was a lot of fun. It did feel like filler, but like not filler to me, but more like a stopgap. It's like, all right, let's readjust. We just beat Bane. They talk
Yeah.
about the Bane stuff. The whole beginning bit is a a exhausted Bruce Wayne at his job with his the foreman is Lucius Fox, which I thought was great. Um, so they threw that in, and it's him, kind of it's recapping that Bane thing was real crazy, huh? And then kind of giving us like like just a flat ground to then kick off where the next part of the story goes. Um, and I thought it was good. I thought it helped build his characters out a little more. It introduced Lucius Fox, but it also built up that contentious relationship between him and his friends now. Because he feels bad. He has clear guilt over this.
Mm-hmm.
This is, the whole crux of this is that one of the reasons he feels so bad is because the first person to really be the um whatchamacallit, who had the consequences of Bruce's actions was Wayland. And he was the first one to get kidnapped and then turned into the croc. And then this is him trying to right that wrong as the first one he's going to right wrong. And I thought that was like, yeah, that's what that makes sense for this Bruce, because he was so reliant on his friends in those first couple of issues, that first arc, that you would think he would want to fix that. Like that's the first thing he's going to do. That's his Gotham, that's his community that he knows. So he's going to want to fix that first. And I like how we're seeing that, as well as seeing how they can also become his greatest enemies soon.
Yeah, yeah. Like seeing the progression of these become my friends to now like future antagonists that are gonna have their
Yeah.
own way, knowing how seedy Gotham is. That was really cool from Sanders' part. I think really smart the long play of that. Now we can see all of these guys kind of devolve at his hand. He's the responsible
Yeah.
party.
Yeah. And I also thought this issue was kind of funny for an Absolute
Yeah,
Batman issue. Absolute Batman has
silly.
been grim dark edgelord stuff. Like I say that jokingly, but it has been serious and it has been violent. And for them to kind of sit back for a second, let's regroup, let's slow down. There's that funny bit with Alfred and Killer Croc where Alfred's feeding him for like 2 pages and it's just for a joke. That's all it is. And I don't think I've seen this book do that yet, which I thought was great. The whole dynamic with Batman and Wonder Woman when they fight the Centaur, and then the Centaur is like, "Oh, Diana and your mate," and they charge and they both scream, "We're not together." I thought that was funny, and it was cool to see the lightheartedness of Absolute Wonder Woman's book kind of bleed into this Absolute Batman book, where it was a little more fantasy romp throughout that second half of this issue.
Mm.
Yeah, I was definitely entertained. It's good stuff. I really like the way that Diana and Bruce fight together. Like
Mm,
I enjoyed there's this really cool panel here
Yeah,
where
yeah.
they're facing off with the Centaur and Batman's cape is doing its business while Wonder Woman is, attacking with the sword. Like I thought all that looked really great. Nick Dragata drawing Absolute Wonder Woman I thought looked really cool. I'm not sure. I do see some people saying they don't like how he drew her, which I get it. Like I didn't love how Sherman drew Batman, so I'm certainly
yeah,
not going to say you're
yeah,
wrong
Mm,
for having that
mm.
feeling. But I actually I don't know. I thought Dragata drew a pretty good Wonder Woman. Like she looks how she's supposed to,
yeah.
for the most part. And that was more so my focus in this issue was like, um, because I miss Nick Dragotta. We
Mm,
haven't had him in a little while, so I missed him. Very happy to see him back. Another crazy page right here. There's probably like over 10 panels here.
Oh,
yeah.
love it.
I love those.
No
I
uniformity in
used
him either.
right, like I used to hate big jumbly pages like that with a ton of panels. I'm I I'm falling in love with that concept. Nick is doing such great work with it. And yeah, like I agree with you guys. I appreciate that this book keeps the supporting cast in mind. It's the best absolute book at that particular part. But it's also easier because they're more integral to the story. These are all going to be major players, whether they're going to be villains or heroes or somewhere in between. But that's all working well. Um, I guess I think the thing that I didn't love, why I don't love this is because we just had the Joker issue.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have this. That's two issues now that feel off the beaten path.
Mm.
Yes, this does continue the stuff with his friends, but they're his friends. They're not him. They're not the immediate antagonist. So it's not that this is a bad thing. It's just that this is a bit of a deviation. And that for me, I didn't love. I really love the breakneck momentum we've had. So I'll be excited to get back to the narrative at hand. But this was still strong, and I do like the chemistry between these two characters, Batman and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, 100%.
The thing is, you're gonna have to wait too, because the next two issues aren't even Dragata. Um, it's
Oh,
Eric Canetti doing the Poison Ivy stuff. So that's gonna be
Mm.
probably more like what happened with the Freeze arc, the two
okay.
issue kind of not one and done, but like two and done standalone story that sort of ties in to the rest of it and kind of pushes the characters more. So that's what I imagine that, and I feel like we might get a lot of that soon.
We're gonna have to. It
Because
feels like that's what's playing up to.
I think Snyder has said he's like, hey, we're unleashing the rogue soon. Um, I know Poison Ivy's next. I think Scarecrow might be afterwards. I don't even know.
I think so. Yeah, yeah. I feel like I heard that interview with him. He mentioned it.
So we'll see. But I do like Eric Canetti's art too, so I'm excited to see those two issues.
I also thought it was so contrived. Well, there's a hyper nitpick, so excuse me, but
Say
like,
it. Say it.
you know, she's like, "Oh, I need you to go to hell with me." He's like, "Oh, I have a job, right?" And then she's like, "Oh, well, don't worry about it. Time passes much
Yeah.
faster there." And it's like, totally, that's a very common thing when you travel through dimensions or whatever. But because this character does have a job, there is a part of me that wishes that that was an actual impediment.
Mm.
It never is. Like, we've seen mainline Batman at his job more than we've seen absolute Batman at his. And mainline Batman's in fucking boardrooms sleeping when we see that. Like this guy's job doesn't matter any more than mainline Bruce's does.
Mainline
Yeah.
Bruce barely has a job. Let's be real. That's a show up job.
Well, yeah, but this character barely has a job either. That my point is that we've seen Bruce more at his job in mainline
Fair,
than here.
fair.
And if anything, his job here is probably more integral than him being, being able to sleep at the boardroom.
Guys, that's what goes on in the gutters.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thanks, Dennis Kent.
Hell yeah. I just feel like there's something, and again, it's not a massive problem, but I do think it's something being left on the table that they don't explore the fact that because that is a unique aspect of this version of Bruce, but it doesn't get touched on ever. But anyway, yeah, this was good stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Pull.
Pull.
Pull for me, not my pick of the week, but pull.
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
All right, let's see where you guys landed. Every single book we review here on the show, there's a poll that goes up that we'd love to see you guys vote in. Just to see, how you felt about it. You hear our thoughts, we love to see what your thoughts are. 66% of you thought this was poll worthy. 21% chose this as your pick of the week. 11% didn't even buy it or read it. And 2% of you said pass.
Hmm.
Misclick. Surely misclick.
Near says since this is a younger Bruce, it could have been interesting to see how he manages that responsibility, similar to a younger Spider-Man. Now he has a job, right? Exactly. I think there is even a working class hero element that Spider-Man has, that Batman could have, like what Bruce is almost able to adopt every fucking trope in comics at this point because of all the different elements to this
Sure.
character. But yeah, he should have a working class element to him completely. Um, just grab my stack now, so gonna get caught up and listen later. Hope everyone enjoyed some good reads this week. Well, Clayton, I hope you enjoy the reads, and I hope everybody has had a great week. These storms are still active.
Bro.
Tyler, were you able to get your
After,
car
yeah, after
fixed?
the book club, I had to go and almost chip my car out of the snow. It sucked. I got out eventually. I did one of those jobs where it's like I'm not shoveling the parking spot, I'm shoveling my way out so I could just leave.
Yeah, yeah.
And I eventually found parking like a 15-minute walk away.
Damn.
So I mean 15 because I was walking slow. Normally it's a 5-minute walk, but there's ice everywhere. My city like really bungled the job when it came to plowing this year. I did one of those like 2-foot slips, you know?
2 foot slip.
You know,
Oh my
like
god, no
both
way.
feet.
Like,
And like I went
yeah,
backwards.
yeah.
I caught myself though. I went like I went like diagonal, but I still caught
Bro,
myself. But then like I felt I was like, ooh, my core just worked out. It's not used to that. And I was like sore.
You almost
Yeah. I
pulled the
almost
nab.
pulled, yeah. I mean, I probably would have actually died if I had hit the ground, but you know.
oh shit. King Taichi says my LCS was closed this Wednesday due to
Oh,
snow and ice. I have to pick up my books tomorrow. That sucks, but the only good thing about that is that it was closed for everybody.
It's true.
yeah.
So you
They're
won't
still
miss
there.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Atomic Hound with 4.99. Thank you so much, brother. Says make sure you catch Sean and Marco on the Comics Industry Insiders podcast with Adam Freeman. Yes, your boys did make an appearance on the Comics Industry Insiders podcast, which you can find on the Prana Direct Market Insiders YouTube channel and wherever else you get your podcast. I love Adam. It was a great conversation, and I really enjoyed it. I always enjoy speaking to Adam. Marco, that was your first time being interviewed, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, probably.
How was it?
Good experience. I got him. Yeah, and I like it. He gassed us up.
Mm.
He was really good at leading us through and kind of guiding us. So very very good stuff.
He ain't gassed us up, man. He told the truth.
There you go.
Hey, there it is.
I gotta watch it. I was not able to join in on that. I was busy getting killed as a traitor.
Oh, that's
But
right. You had
I'm
that
excited to
activity.
check it out. I assume you guys talk shit about me, so I gotta make sure.
When
You
we called you a rapscallion. The rest you'll have to watch.
know, this will be my stuff tomorrow.
In the old days, if we were doing fucking appearances on another show, we definitely would have talked shit about each other. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
Roast.
no, things have changed. Those were, and it was all just fun. But times are different now. Tyrese Little says, "Hi, you guys. I'm here joining for the Martian Manhunter #8 discussion. Issue 8 is another banger issue. You, my friend Tyrese, are very likely correct, but hey, you never know. Maybe we disagree. We'll find out here in a little bit. But before we get to that, we do have to talk about Absolute Wonder Woman #16. As it turns out, a new story starts here. How do I know? It says it right there.
Oh, thank God.
What's
Yes.
with that A cover and the black bar around everything?
I don't know.
I hated that. That's part of the reason why I got this one.
That's
Definitely,
so
that's
good.
why.
I don't know,
I
man.
nitpick.
Kelly Thompson, Hayden Sherman, Becca Carey, Jordy Belair is our creative team for Absolute Wonder Woman. And this is we've seen her already before, but Zatanna is making her appearance here. This issue actually had a lot going on, which I was really pleased with. There is a hearing that Steve Trevor's a part of where he speaks up on behalf of Wonder Woman and against what the government's stance on Wonder Woman seems to be. We also get some Hale. She's doing her work behind the scenes as usual. Wonder Woman goes to the Natural History Museum, all decked out, which we get to see her in
Yeah.
in all her glory for the first time. There's a really good fight that she has in flashback with Artemis. Just a lot going on in this issue. And we get the debut of the Suicide Squad,
Yeah,
the absolute Suicide Squad.
did not
Hmm.
expect that.
Yeah, when
Mhm.
you list it all out, it is a chunky issue.
Mhm.
But it's paced out really well. That's where I was gonna start. I think I'd call this out on Pal's previews to be my pick of the week. It didn't quite meet it, but it was a
Mm,
very strong issue. I think everything you laid out is it felt very it did feel very heavy. It felt important, and I feel like a lot of the issues a lot of the arcs have been drawn out a little bit more with this book,
Yeah.
especially at the start. Even uh, the merman stuff, like, but this feels like it's has propulsion. So I really enjoyed it. I thought we would get more Zatanna here, but I'm glad that it was kind of just like a tease at the end. I'm excited to see more, and I'm curious how they're fleshing out this world from Steve's perspective because I did think that was interesting. He's not necessarily a character that plays into Diana's life immediately at the moment, but it's in relation to how we in the society should react to her to Wonder Woman, and that's interesting, especially considering all of the stuff like the absolute evil issue, right? Like that's what they're considering as well. Like how should the world be reacting? And so getting to see that felt it felt meaningful. That's how we we the U.S. government, but also the machinations behind pulling the strings are also reacting. So yeah, it's cool. This was a really strong issue, and Hayden, I think killed it. I feel
yeah.
like we're back to the design work. We're back to doing really interesting things with borders and with the way that he's presenting panels. So yeah, I feel like really good return to form here. Not that it ever slipped, but
Yeah, I love this issue. I thought it was great. A couple of things jumped out to me. Um, One, the thing that I've really liked about Absolute Wonder Woman so far is I think early on, either I or we complained about how she has a cast of characters, like side characters that all kind of
yeah,
just feel there, you
I've
know?
complained about that nonstop.
Yeah. Yeah. I finally feel like at least some of them are getting a little more depth to them. We get a little bit for Steve Trevor here, who actually gets to do a deposition. We get a bit with Ferdinand and Petra, which you said a minute a centaur last time, but now we got a minotaur in this one. So we're just doing all kinds of Greek shit here. Um,
hell yeah,
and then we get a little bit of Barbara too. I thought this was great. It kind of the first half of it really filled that out because Wonder Woman was kind of second fiddle in a way in the first half of this. But once we get to the scene where she goes to the Museum of Natural History, which is gorgeously rendered. That shot of the panel, the page of the museum, which sort of looked like the Met a bit. If like the Met was
yeah,
like 10 times as big, especially the Egyptian section,
yep.
which I love that section. I have done things there. Um, I we don't need to get into that. I might be banned. Let's so Sean looks confused. I really like that part. And then we get a little bit of Wonder Woman back flashing. I guess she's flashing back, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. But it's like not too far back. It's the near back. And then that's when Hayden was like, okay, hold on, let me show off real quick. And I pulled a page where Wonder Woman's having a fight with it was Artemis, like a spar, and Artemis goes like beast mode literally, and it's just this one circular panel and a whole bunch of just smaller radiating panels. And I thought that was nuts. I don't think I've seen a page like that before.
yeah.
Like outside of maybe a Daredevil comic, with using the panels as sonar. Um, but it looked really good, and it was a great way of showing a long drawn out fight in a single page,
Mm-hmm.
and that just kind of blew me away.
Yeah, I thought this was really good. I'm tempted almost to say it's my pick of the week. It's really close.
Oh wow.
I did enjoy this a lot, and I like I said, I've complained so much about Wonder Woman's supporting cast. I almost feel like Kelly Thompson heard my mouth because of how much I was
Mm.
bitching about it, that we finally got more from Barbara Ann and Steve, which was essential. I think that um whenever Kelly is trying to balance all of them at once, that hasn't worked. Every time that they're all in the scene together, they don't get enough screen time, they don't have enough to say, they're not the focus, doesn't work. But here, it's not all of her supporting cast, it's only the two, but you do get to spend more time with them. They have scenes where they are more of the focus, and that was super effective. I feel like as a reader, that's what I need.
Yeah.
So not only did Kelly give me that, but she also gave me the great fight scene with Artemis that was beautifully rendered by Hayden. I love that page, man. When they're fighting, when Artemis transforms into a beast
Yep.
and
Yeah.
Wonder Woman transforms into a fucking beast, beating the absolute dog shit out of Artemis all throughout this. That was super cool. And I love how all those panels, like if you look at all those little slices, they're just Wonder Woman
Yeah.
getting it in. She's just putting work in. Um, really, really cool. I love how that was all laid out. Just a great fight. One of the better fights actually that I have seen in comics in a really long time. No stakes. It's not about anything. It just looks awesome.
One of the things I think must have been cool for Hayden in that same page, Sean, which I have on the stream. Um, they draw Wonder Woman punching a tiger. I mean, it's Artemis in a tiger form, but like, when do you get to draw that? You know, just
Yeah.
socking a tiger in the face.
Yeah.
Or even
Sick.
when she transforms, I like the bit. He's like, "You're disarming." She's like, "Fuck."
Yeah, yeah, it's bad if you do that.
Language
Yeah,
princess. I was like, "Oh
she went
yeah, I
melee
get that.
mode.
I get that." Yeah, rad. Um, and again, like playing into the design work. This is what Hayden does so well.
What did you guys think of the Suicide Squad?
So the new Suicide Squad, the absolute Suicide Squad, I should say, is a little bit of a weird team. We were teased with, I think, all of them in prior issues.
Yep.
We've got a version of Cheetah,
Mhm.
um, Dr. Poison, Giganta, and who was the amphibian person?
I think she's got to be a version of what's her face from the Suicide Squad? No, from Howling Commandos. What is her name?
Howling
There's like a
Commandos.
fish person in that in the James Gunn animated. But they also mention her when Barbara's giving her a tour of
Creature
the museum.
Commandos.
Creature Commando. Sorry, I did the Marvel one. When Barbara's giving her a tour of the museum before she passes out, she says, "Hey, these are the fish people you saw in the maze, and there's their queen." This one has a tiara on, so I'm guessing literally it's that person.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Fine. I mean, Dr. Poison we're more than familiar
Yeah,
with. Uh, the rest of them are sort of whatever. I don't know them, so I don't have an opinion.
it's the Suicide Squad though, so to show that one of them's getting killed,
Like that they'll be disposable.
you have to show that if you call them the Suicide Squad. There's got to be one that gets killed immediately.
Mm.
They showed the fish woman, Nina Mazursky, which is what she's named, thanks C.W. Gordon. They showed the incision in the back of her neck. So we know they have the bombs back there. And I'm wondering, because they mentioned like, hey, make
Oh.
sure the alien's good inside of her too. Are they gonna explode her and it's gonna be full of Starros?
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Because she seems
That's
like the
interesting.
disposable one.
She's the one
Yeah.
that they're
Yeah.
setting up
Or
for
or
that. Yeah.
Cheetah could be, and then once we kill this Cheetah off, then that power needs to go somewhere, and who's in the room?
I think they're probably it feels like at least those two could die. Dr. Poison can fucking go too.
Oh,
The
I
only one
love
you
Doctor Poison.
definitely can't kill is Giganta because hello, look at her. Um,
That was
but
drawn very
yeah,
well. It was drawn very well.
Yeah.
absolutely.
And you know what? To your point, Tyler, the parasite in that panel where they're doing the surgery, you see in the jars on the side
It's
like a
Starro. Yeah.
starro looking. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And the little baby starros too.
I mean, and it's a room full of people.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed this issue a lot. Probably my favorite issue of Absolute Wonder Woman in a little while,
Hmm.
and I hope that it continues the momentum.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
excited to see the face turn of Zatanna because we will get that. I don't imagine like there's so much fan hype around Zatanna. I think she might
Yeah.
even be one of the ones that like gets a spin-off, you know?
Interesting. Huh. She's cute.
All right, put those pants back on, Marco. Jeez.
Pulls or
Okay.
passes, boys.
I'm not gonna say pull after Marco said that. I'm gonna go with actually I'm gonna go pull. Again, another strong almost pick of the week for me.
Yeah, this is strong. This is a pull.
All right, let's see where the poll landed. Wow, the same amount of votes. It's good to see. And a healthy amount of you hanging out watching us. Thank you for choosing us to be your review crew for the week, or at least for tonight. Poll 53%, pick of the week 28%, didn't buy or read 17%, and pass is 2%, the same pass rate. That's so
We
strange.
got an absolute hater over here.
Who
Misclick,
is
dude.
he? Or
Misclick.
them? Who are they? The fuck?
Man, CW Gordon saying pick of the month.
Oh shit.
Wow. Okay.
Well, we're gonna have to drop
Exciting.
our picks of the month a little later.
Oh,
Oh,
true. Yeah. Do you have those stats, Marco?
yeah, I can pull that real quick.
Cool.
Well, could be one of the books that we're talking about now. I mean, shit, it could be Absolute Martian Manhunter #8. Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
I did want to get this super chat from Hayden's Hideout,
Oh,
$5. Marco,
thank you.
did you pick up Astro Quantum? If not, then pass on it, dude. Not worth the $4.99 in my opinion. Pass of the month. Rip. I didn't make it out to the shop, so I didn't buy it. So I'm glad I didn't. I did see some conversation about it in the Discord as well. So I was like, I'm glad I
And
didn't double down on anything.
he said rip bozo.
He said pass of the fucking month.
Damn.
That's
And
crazy.
Hayden's not like that either. Damn.
That shit must suck. Patrick Zay says Tyler and Marco both said pick of the year for Ace 8 last week. Yeah, so
I mean, it's not
I
gonna be a long
guess
discussion
so.
later.
Yeah. MD Johnny asks, are the absolute good lines going to leave while they're on top? It depends on how long they're on top. I think it would be foolish to call it quits anytime soon, regardless of anything else.
Yeah, what are they, Marvel?
Speaking of which, by now you've certainly all seen the news about the Ultimate Comics Reborn, the Ultimate Universe
Yeah,
Reborn,
which we
Oh, yeah.
pressured them to come out with that information.
right?
Yeah.
I feel like a fucking like every time I go to put together a main topic, whatever we talk about ends up being relevant in the future. So then we have to do that same topic again. But yeah, we do have to talk about the Ultimate Universe Reborn this Saturday, what that's all gonna mean. So make sure you guys show up for that because it's big news. It's huge news. And given how much we've talked about the Ultimate Universe and what they're gonna do, certainly you guys want to hear what we have to say about what we know. So show up for that conversation. All right, let's talk Absolute Martian Manhunter #8. Dennis Camp, Javier Rodriguez, letters by Hassan Atzman El How. Anti-life is what is on the menu in this absolutely stellar issue of Absolute Martian Manhunter. People are ops out here. The first issue has everybody just reporting on each other. What is this fucking? Oh man, no, you know what? It's too hot of
Well,
a topic.
no,
I'll
it is
leave
a
it.
present topic, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and not I was gonna make a joke, so I won't make a joke. But this book is definitely playing off of a lot of real world
Yeah.
situations right now. The first page has people literally reporting on people in their family for whatever, they're calling the FBI to just report on people. Um, this issue is all about anti-life, but it's not about anti-life. I mean, it is on paper about the anti-life equation. But what Dennis Camp is asking us and what Javi is asking us to look at is anti-life as a more thematic, metaphorical element for the ways in which we live anti-life every day. The first way we're presented anti-life in this issue is anti-community. It's
Mm.
anti everyone around us. That's what the first page is showing us. Then it's showing us the anti-life in the way that we eat, the things that we put in our bodies that are anti-life. This dude is eating fucking,
Chicky fingers, bro.
yeah,
Damn,
right,
that's your
fried
favorite.
food.
Jeez.
Damn,
Mine too.
yo.
I love that shit.
Not the nugs, bro. Why you gotta do that with the nugs?
I know. I've got the
Is
diet of a 12-year-old.
is it bad? I kind of wanted some after that. Like it didn't stop me.
But it's also in the smoking. You know, we've seen John smoking since the first issue, smoking up a chimney, and he's killing himself. He's also drinking in this issue. Everyone in this issue is engaging with something that is anti-life.
Mm-hmm.
And when that clicked in my mind, I was like, yo, I feel like punching myself in the fucking face. Why have I never thought about anti-life that way?
Mm-hmm.
Does
It
Kirby ever
was
tackle that?
I don't know. I haven't I
Mm,
haven't I haven't read any of Kirby's DC stuff, so I don't know.
mm.
But it felt genius to me. It's just one of those observations that a comic book creator has about a long-standing element of comics that they flip and make you look at differently. And again, maybe like Tyler said, maybe someone else has handled it before. I've never seen it. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I thought this issue was fucking awesome. Pick of the week.
It
Oh.
Yeah, this is my pick of the week too.
Oh.
I love this issue. This was a twofer for me. I had to read it twice. Book so good, book so nice. I read it twice. There's um I love how this kind of talks about that. This kind of got me on a couple levels. It got me on the level of like the idea of anti-life, with the smoking and the drinking, which um come on, we could get a little beer every so often. But there that bit too where oh geez, why am I forgetting? It's John Jones. He's in his office. He's getting reamed out by his boss. Um and as his boss is getting progressively more and more antagonistic towards him, the walls and like the Martian is in the background being like, yo, you shouldn't be here. There's bad vibes here, buddy. Like just the walls of the place where he works is anti-life. So that alone,
Word.
like that, it's just like showing how like it's a bad environment for him. It's
Mm-hmm.
not good for him. It's not healthy. And this is what he's focusing on.
Hostile architecture.
Exactly. Yeah, 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 yeah.
What? Excuse me,
Yeah.
Dennis Camp.
And so I was like, yeah, I get that. I've been in those situations, Um, I remember working in an Apple store. That's what the walls look like back there. Um, so seeing that, I was like, okay, this is great. And then as he slowly kind of ignores the Martian the entire time. And as he ignores the Martian, he kind of just gets deeper and deeper into this hole of negative energy. And as soon as the
Yeah.
Martian leaves him, he succumbs to it. He tries to take the Martian's advice finally towards the end, where he goes back to his family, but he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And it's just this whole, and we'll get to the reveal at the end, but this whole despair that he's going through, it's like depression really eating at somebody from the inside. I thought that was great. And then like while that's happening, Dennis Kemp also tells a story about the American system, America, just out of nowhere in this, where the agency, I think they're called, once the Martian leaves, the agency shows up and they're on the cover. They're those 3 or 4 people on the cover, where he talks about the idea of a gun. I was like, this is the most Morrison shit ever right now. Where this guy is just like a CIA agent, shoots at the Martian with a gun, but it's not a gun. It's the idea of a gun. It's a conundrum. It's both peace and war at the same time. It's safety and danger at the same time. And then you have the other guy who's like a hippie sniper, which is again an oxymoron. It's peace through gunfire, is what it is.
Violence.
It's peace through violence. Yeah. So that being this global force trying to shut down the idea of this Martian who has he's tapped into this emotional spectrum in a weird way that's more tapped into that than absolute Green Lantern in a way. Um, which I want to delve into a little bit later too. But yeah, I loved every single thing about this. I think that was great.
I like when he's attacking the first gunman and
Mm.
he like literally gets into his brain and then blasts the like evil part of the brain that um it was causing the paranoia, was causing him to like attack him. Man, the design work here as well, the the pop art stylings, the all these bold colors. This book is funky. Um, I love it. Yeah, I not my pick of the week, but just another strong issue. And the way that it asks you to interact with it, both metaphorically,
Yeah.
but also even on the exact page where it's like, I want you to join the agency. You're responsible for, drawing
Yeah.
the circle, the cage that you're gonna be putting this in, because he wants you to get into a mindset of action, inaction and action.
Yeah.
If you have this level of inaction, then you become like John here, where he succumbs to evil. He becomes almost apathetic, and that's the opposite of emotion. Is when you just don't care.
Yeah. And at the end there, that's where we get our absolute Despero, uh,
Hmm.
which Despair Zero, which was teased in Absolute Evil. It was on the pin board. Despair dash zero was one of the things on there.
Oh,
And the thing that this kind of made me think about the emotional spectrum again once Despair Zero or Despero shows up. A manifestation of the White Martian kind of making this character, then it becomes the next inhabitant of John. Um, but he says he is the killer of hope, and he's also in blue the whole time, which blue is the emotional spectrum color of hope as well, and he's the eater of it. So I'm wondering if they're really tapping into the emotional spectrum that DC has typically in mainline, because this blue color was also one of the colors that fractured from the prism. Remember when the all those colors broke off of that
Yeah.
prism? I think it was like 2 issues ago. This color was one of them.
Oh, interesting.
So this is another character that broke off of that White Martian emotional spectrum,
I see.
and that's why I think we're gonna see like kind of a rogues gallery of all those different fractured colors.
And that makes sense as to because that as to why Tyler was the one building it up in his body.
Because he's the White Martian at this point.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yo, this book is insane, man.
It's all one issue.
Yeah, this was a chunky ass issue, and I think like I only read it once, but it weighed on me.
Mm.
And at first I was like, this is a lot. This is too heavy for me. Just because it's like it's got elements of the Nas song "I Gave You Power," where he raps from the perspective of a gun and talks about,
Hmm.
what a gun is and what guns have done to the world. Like it's got that aspect to it. It's got, the anti-life, breaking that down thematically, metaphorically, and then building it back together to be a gun. One of my favorite lines from this issue. Hopefully I can find it. But it's when that dude holding the gun. Yeah, here it is. Uh, you've got the sound effects. This is not a gun. It's the idea of a gun. America's idea. Holy, bright, terrible, dangerous, sexy, powerful, destroyer. It's the thing that makes movie stars and widows, that kills evil and innocence. It protects and it destroys. All contradictions cohere in the gun.
Yep.
Mm. Yep.
Whoa. Because guns are power.
Hmm.
Guns are absolute power.
And
Oh,
this is in a Martian Manhunter book.
Word.
yeah, that's crazy. Similarly, I did not expect this issue to be so heavy, to feel so dense.
Yeah.
I walked away just being like, all right.
Yeah. I honestly, Marco, I don't know what your pick of the week is, but I wouldn't be surprised if you reread this and feel the other way.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Okay. Okay. Well, unless you guys have more to say, this is my pick of the week.
No, this is easily my pick of the week. I loved every single thing about this. I thought it was just rad as hell across the board.
Awesome.
It's rare that I
Uh,
read a book twice, and this book got me itching my brain enough to want to read it twice.
well, 51% of you at least agree that it's a pull. Pick of the week, 31%, which I think is the highest pick of the week percentage here today.
Yeah.
Didn't buy or read is 15%. Pass is 3%. Who is this mystery person that keeps
CB
hit pass?
Cebulski.
Oh my goodness gracious. Come on now.
I love the League of Comic Geeks page for Absolute Martian Manhunter, because they have like you can see the characters that are in a book.
Yeah.
The one for a White Martian is just a white circle. It's barely an icon.
Oh man,
Does this make you want to play with Play-Doh?
no.
I kind of,
No.
when I see the kid playing with it, I smell it. You know what I mean? Like, you know the smell of Play-Doh?
Yeah, yeah.
It just smells good to me. It doesn't taste good though, on purpose. Don't eat it.
A little chalky.
You know how it tastes? Why do you both know how to fuck it taste?
Well,
You
it was
haven't eaten it?
specifically designed to taste bad because too many kids were eating it when it originally came
Yeah.
out.
Oh, okay.
Salty. It's still salty.
It's very salty. Yeah.
But you've both tasted it.
Yeah, yeah.
I've tasted snow salt before. I'll put anything in my mouth. Whoa, pause, baby.
What is happening?
Yo. Pausing myself on that one. Damn.
Steve Canara says Joe Quesada passed due to smoking. Whatever do you mean? Joe Quesada's alive and well. Just
Probably.
Unseen says perhaps I need to reread this issue, but I kind of feel Manhunter's luster as a series has worn off from me. I don't know that that's invalid, dude. You know, I only said Marco needed a reread or should reread just because, like, you know, I know him. But I'm typically not going to tell you, like, if you don't think it's as good as everybody else does, that means that you missed something. Maybe it's just not hitting for you.
Sean,
That's fine.
he was saying that Joe Quesada is the one who passed in the poll because there was smoking in it because he wouldn't
Oh,
allow. Yeah.
okay. Okay. I was like, what the fuck?
He got me on Twitter about to Google, like, look this up on Twitter, see if there was breaking news. I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, oh, I get the joke now. I got it.
I was freaked out. Hero says, Sean, were you not a kid? Play-Doh was common back in the day. I don't think I said Play-Doh. I don't think I said anything about not engaging with it. I was talking about,
You just
did
didn't
you
eat
eat it? I didn't eat it. Did you eat it? I had it. I didn't eat it. I don't
You
know.
ever eat pennies too, like coins?
No.
All right.
What?
I only ate food.
Or
Some of you
tinfoil?
motherfuckers needed to
Oh.
be hooked on phonics, hooked on something. I don't know. Something about the way that I was raised, the way my brain worked, just I didn't put bullshit in my mouth. I don't know. I don't know.
Marbles?
No. I only wanted to eat food, thankfully.
I remember when I was a kid, I wanted to go see Zoolander with my mom and my brother, and we had to leave because my brother put too much bunch of crunch up his nose.
Bunch of crunch?
Yeah.
What the heck is
The
that?
Olsen brothers were just doing weird shit apparently.
Oh my God. Banksy Mane had a plate of fucking Play-Doh earlier. This man is
There we
nuts.
go. All right.
The fuck are you getting into?
I wonder if it comes
Hero.
out like, you know, when you get like the hair styling set for Play-Doh, where it comes out in like little strings. Is that how after you eat it,
Nope.
it comes out the same way? No?
I don't know. Is he entertaining me? We're on the same wavelength, bro. And I feel like that's a black thing. We just don't fuck with shit we're not supposed to fuck with, bro.
You're
Like,
not
I'm
eaters?
No, not of Play-Doh.
Oh, okay, got it.
Nah, hell no. Hero said, have you not eaten paper or chalk? Do you hear yourself, bro? No, I never fucking ate chalk. I never in my life saw a piece of chalk and said, you know what, man, I'm hungry. That looks extremely edible right now. Let me go ahead and suck that chalk down. I have never had that.
Whoa. We ain't sucking it. We're chewing it because it like.
You chew chalk? Well, I mean, I don't even know the language of how you discuss chewing chalk because I don't eat chalk.
Real pica hours over here.
Pica hours?
Near says, I've eaten paper. What is wrong with you people?
Where
were your parents?
I used to like freak out. I was a weird kid growing up. I used to freak out other classmates because I would eat the fruit by the foot, but I would eat it with the paper. And people were like, what are you doing?
What?
That's
the waxy paper?
Yeah.
That's nasty.
And then I tried it with a fruit, I tried it with a fruit roll-up, which had the plastic wrap. That you don't want to, that doesn't digest. No.
No thanks.
You can digest paper, plastic very hard.
See, the things that chat is saying right now are helping me understand the world a lot better. All of you were eating non-food. That all of you are fucked up in the head because of this. How can we discuss? How can we argue now? Anytime we argue now, I'm just gonna say, yo, you eat chalk. And almost every single one of you in chat are gonna be guilty. I feel like putting a poll up and seeing how many of you ate chalk, crayon, Play-Doh, or pennies in your life.
You don't eat the pennies. You just put them in your mouth and get a little taste.
What the fuck you want to taste it for?
You get to taste America. That's probably why I never got COVID.
Taste America.
I was immunized early on.
Immunized.
I don't understand. See, look, you guys need to stop. Don't let your kids walk in your footsteps. Please.
Be better.
Yeah, man, I'm realizing all the weird things. I remember once I was sipping out of a stream once as a kid, and I'm sipping. I'm like, this water tastes funny,
Sipping
and then
out
I
of a
look
stream.
literally like 12 feet upstream, a dead raccoon in the water. Now I'm sipping downstream.
Yo, I inhaled chalk dust. See, I want to talk. I don't want to talk about comics anymore. I want to talk about you nasty ass people. How do you inhale chalk dust? Doing dust? You were doing chalk dust as a
Ooh,
child?
When teacher sent you to clean the
whoa.
dust, the
Empty
dusters or whatever they're called.
Empty Johnny says he's eating comic cleaner. That's bad.
And everybody wanted to talk about Tide Pods. Every last one of you weren't eating weird ass shit. All right, enough. Before people start deciding to eat comics,
I Marcus on that.
Jesus.
Marcus on that.
Comics,
Probably yeah.
Yes,
probably.
like a Werner Herzog performance art piece.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. All right, let's talk about Superman number 34. Jesus Christ. We got over 100 people, 100 over 100 nasties in here eating chalk. Let's talk Superman right now. All right?
Yeah,
Superman 34.
it's like how the chat's judging you for not eating weird shit.
Yeah, what the hell? That was a weird flip. Y'all try to flip it on me.
Um,
Don't do
no, I'm
that.
with chat. I'm with chat.
Can't validate eating chalk. That's not valid.
Don't
The
knock it till you
fuck?
try it.
All right, Superman. Oh, Joshua Williamson, Eddie Barrows on the pencils, Ibra Ferreira on the inks, colors by Alejandro Sanchez, letters by Ariana Mayer. Superman is busy, of course, because he's in the KO event, and so his book has been taken over by Superboy Prime, Lois Lane, 50,000 Superman clones, and the Evil Legion. That is all that we get in this. There's a whole bunch of Evil Legion goodness. I'm very much still loving these characters. They get to see a look back into their past while they're in the Fortress of Solitude. Well, their past. This
Version, the good.
mainline's version,
Yeah.
the good version of the Legion. They make their appearance, or they get to see those characters.
What?
Um, and there is a very interesting conversation between the Time Trapper and the robot Superman that knows that knows all the details of what's been going on with the Heart of Apocalypse and everything else.
Yeah.
Tyler, what did you think of Superman?
I think this continues to be a really rad book. I make no bones about the fact that I am a huge Superboy Prime fan.
Oh, you're muted.
Am I?
What?
Or I'm muted.
You might be.
How did
Yeah,
that happen?
you turn
Sorry.
your audio off.
You're like, man, I don't want to hear about this fucking what they're eating anymore. I'm just gonna do the show.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I was gonna say, I'm a big Superboy Prime guy, so having this book really focus on that. And it's funny, like they gave Lois Lane powers again. I expected they would maybe delve into that a little more. No, she's in the background still, kind of just doing her thing. This is really a Superboy Prime vehicle, and I'm fine with that. Sorry, that sounded wrong. I'm fine leaving the woman in the back. No, I like that Superboy Prime is being focused on because he really hasn't for such a long time, and I can see how much of a fan Williamson is of Superboy Prime.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
seeing that and seeing Superboy Prime really get like, honestly, this is the most heroic he's been since his debut, really, right? Before we get the turn. Um, so it's just cool to see that, like just evolutions of characters and seeing them do different things, I think is a lot of fun. And I've always been an Eddie Barrows fan. Um, I think he's doing some really cool stuff here. I love the way Eddie Barrows does shading and stuff. There's a lot of heavy blacks that everyone has. There's a lighting source in everything that Eddie Barrows draws. And I think it's a really good time. And I'm having a lot of fun with this. And I know like this is just the beginning too of the Superboy Prime book. Superman is officially a Superboy Prime book going forward. So I'm down for it. I'm ready.
Yeah, I think similarly the book continues to be strong, and because of that, I feel like I'm I feel like I just find myself following along to, like you're saying, Tyler, Superboy Prime's story. It did feel a little clunky having to have part of the tie-in come in. Like it still works, and we're still progressing the story there forward. But I did feel a little friction there. Not enough to make me dislike the book at all, but um, yeah, I feel like other books have made it a little bit smoother.
Are you
And
talking about that page or two with like Superboy, Superman, and Lex?
yeah, yeah,
Got it.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Some books have done it much worse too. Aquaman.
True. Yeah, that's true. So, for what it's worth, uh, at the very least, this having done it better, and continuing the A plot for Superman, I appreciate. But strong. Eddie Barrows on art, um, is good,
Don't hate on
but
my boy.
there's just like something about like the eyes. Like there's that face. That there's a face, and I'm looking at the panel right now where he Superboy is cracking his knuckles and the eyes are just kind of they're like wide and displaced or something. I don't know, but there was just some stuff about the face that I wasn't digging.
I really love Eddie Barrows.
Yeah.
I enjoy whenever he's on this book. I still obviously, to me, this is Dan Mora's book, but if you're gonna have to have somebody else, if you're gonna have to have a fill-in, quote unquote, Jesus Christ, come on. This could just as easily be uh, Barrows's book, but you know, I wasn't as hot on this issue actually as I have been for this series. Um, I still love Superboy Prime. I think all that stuff's great, but I think this book lost something with it. It loses something without Superman in it.
Mm.
Uh, that I mean, he's the main character of the book, so that obviously makes sense. But like, I don't think I care as much about all of this now that KO is happening. Now that KO is
Yes.
happening, this all feels like very small potatoes.
Uh,
It's secondary.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
And I wish that they gave these characters something more to do or be involved in that felt relevant. Um and maybe it will prove to be more relevant than it feels right now. But as of now, it feels like, hey, we have to publish issues of Superman still. So what will happen in them? And this is just what's happening in them. And that's not quite enough for me. Uh I did though really love the Dark Legion stuff.
Mm.
Hmm.
Joshua Williamson really knows how to land moments. He's really good at that. And so when we get damn, I always forget her name. The Legion
Saturn
lady,
Girl.
Saturn Girl, yeah. When she pulls up at the end of the issue, whenever Time Trapper's speaking with Superman, and then she pulls up and she's like, hey, if it isn't the great Superwoman, I saw you in your husband's mind. He thinks about you a lot. That's so creepy.
Yeah, she's good.
That's so disturbing. What else did you see in my husband's mind? You fucking freak.
Ooh.
Who else?
And
I think William. Yeah, go ahead.
was this issue? I read a lot this week. Was this issue the one where they introduced like Saturn Girl and Lightning Lad kind of having a little thing that they can't talk about?
There was an
Yes.
interaction earlier in the Fortress of Solitude.
Yes, yes. Okay, it is.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
his book.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Where he's like, I care, Irma. The rest of
Yes.
the Legion knew they would betray us. Yeah, yeah.
I like how there's stuff happening there. You know what I mean? Like they're not just bad guys. There is still something building with these characters.
Yeah.
Um, that I wasn't expecting. I was just expecting them to be the muscle for Darkseid, something the heroes can punch. But I dig that there's story involved with them now.
Yeah. I feel like that there's always been because Williamson is also playing on the legacy, but the legacy and how it can be twisted but still played on for like a bit of gray, even though we know that they're the bad guys, there's still a little bit of sympathy because oh, they have feelings for each other. Like that's a little bit of drama.
But they're also bad guys now, but typically they've never were. So there is
Yeah.
for those fans of Legion, like there's still that want to have the original back, and I think Williamson's kind of playing with that a bit.
Oh, interesting. Entertain Me says trying to reignite the Saturn Girl and Lightning Lad romance turned me off. Huh.
Interesting.
What really sort of soured my experience with this issue, I'm still gonna pull it, but where I kind of got annoyed outright was when they run into the Royal Flush Gang.
Mm,
That scene was just so lame and
small.
small and saccharine. Like, so they see the Royal Flush Gang. They're just standing there, posed like, we're here in the middle of Earth where there's hell. Hell is happening. Hell is happening behind them. We can all see hell, and they're standing there completely scared, stiff. They look frozen in time.
Yep.
No urgency to move. They're just chilling. And then Robot Superman pulls up on them and he gives them a fucking speech. They tell him, "Oh, we were just going to rob everything. We didn't think it was the end of the world." What? Do you have a TV? Do you have an outside window? Do you have, like, they dressed up like this to go rob hell outside?
They're not the smartest.
Clearly not, but come on.
Yeah, I hear that.
It's
It's also funny because like that was one of the panels that took me out because it did feel so stiff. Like they felt uh like just statues. That took me out from an art perspective, and uh yeah, just seeing them around, like, what are we doing? What was the point for that?
The point for that was to show that the Superman robots have the same
yeah.
sort of, conscience and everything else that Superman does, and that they would be good stand-ins for him in the event that he's not around, which is a good thing to show because Superman's about to be not around. So I get that part of it, but the speech that he gives them and their dialogue just felt so hammy to me.
And I think the other point of it too is to give Superboy Prime a direct foil in front of him that even he can see of what Superman would do
Yeah.
without having Superman there. And I think that's really the story I think that they're trying to tell too, is like Superboy Prime wants to be heroic. He is not really good at it.
Mm,
And he's
mm.
kind of a fuck up and he's kind of selfish and he kind of knows too much. And I like that, but it was very hokey Superman dialogue. But also, Royal Flush Gang, they're always idiots. It made sense to me. Justice League Unlimited is also dealing with the villains on Earth and how they're all kind of just there still. Ransacking it with Neron. I don't know.
Yo, but they were really standing there like they were waiting for the main character to come
Dude,
up to like start the
yeah.
quest.
The floor was literally lava.
Yeah. They climbed up there. They had to go through the lava and they're waiting. Oh, there's our cue. Activate
Yeah.
And
story.
don't they got those cool flying cards too? Or is that only Batman
Yeah.
Beyond version?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that just, I don't know. I'm a pull.
Yeah.
For sure, but
Yeah.
this was the best issue of Superman I've read.
Pull for me.
Yeah, also pull.
Let's see where you all landed. 53% of you chose pull, but 39% of you didn't buy or read this.
Wow.
4% pass and 4% pick of the week. Thank you all for voting. Really appreciate that. And also thanks to the over 100 of you that are here with us on a Thursday night talking comics. That's a beautiful thing. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are not. The next book we're going to talk about, well, actually, before we get to that, Samuel Summers dropped 5 on us earlier and said, "I think Absolute Martian Manhunter has been my favorite of all of the Absolute books." Thank you, Samuel Summers.
It's up there for me.
Yeah. I can't say that because it's got half as many issues as Batman and Wonder Woman. So I've experienced more with those two, and Batman I just love that book so much. But Martian Manhunter is gonna, as a complete experience, that shit's gonna hit.
Yeah.
My 3 favorite Absolute books came out this week.
Yeah.
I think so for me too, yeah.
And also Absolute Flash came out this week.
Actually, no. Because I think I'd place Superman over Manhunter.
You do like Superman. You
Oh,
do be glazing it.
Maybe, I think so.
I see, for me right now, Superman and Wonder Woman are like issue by issue.
Mm.
And right now, Wonder Woman's most recent issue for me was better. So that's better. But if maybe next time Superman would be better, and then that's up.
It fluctuates. Yeah, the Trinity fluctuates for me, honestly, which is a great thing to think about.
Yeah,
That I have to like. It really has to be the issue to be like, ah, that's the book.
yeah. The poll though is up. You guys voted, and I'm talking about the Pals poll, which goes up every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Um, you all voted this week for the Kids Are All Fight. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But on the poll right now, the options that you have are JSA 18, Magic and Colossus number one. Those two are tied at 18%. Nova number four, 13%. And Batman Night Fight number four, 50% of the over 200 votes that have come in so far are for Night Fight, issue number
Dude,
four.
not a fan of that one. I don't
I
get
am.
it.
I am. So eat shit, Mark.
I'm with you, Marco. I don't like Night Fight almost any bit, but you guys do. So if that's what you're voting for, that's what we're going to be talking about. Vote your heart, vote for whatever you want, and find out what wins on Wednesday, next Wednesday. Let's talk. Kids are all fight special number one. Um, this is Jeremy Adams. They are they are putting that man through his paces. They said, "Hey, do you like writing irrelevant event tie-ins? No? Well, you're going to write all of our irrelevant event tie-ins.
Next week too.
You bitched about what happened to you getting taken off the Flash. Well, here's your punishment, Jack."
Yo.
You got to write
Um,
those movies no one watches.
yeah, damn. Travis Mercer on art, Andrew Dollhouse on colors, letters by Dave Sharp. So, this issue is basically framed as a KO tie-in because everybody, all the adult heroes are, away doing what they need to do. And of course, when the adults are away, the kids will fight. John Kent is not a kid. He is a teenager. Therefore, he is tasked with watching over these youngsters on the JLA satellite or whatever the fuck. We got introduced to all these kids that I looked at and I'm like, who are these people? Cheshire, I obviously know, but Fair Play I've never seen before. I did not know that Mr. Terrific had a kid.
Nope.
We got Judy Garrick, which I didn't know she was a thing.
That was,
Quiz Kid.
I
What?
think Judy Garrick and Quiz Kid are from the Lost stuff that Jeff Johns did right before he left
Yeah.
DC.
Yep.
Oh.
And Fair Play
Uh,
shows up in that Mr. Terrific story.
and we got Quiz Kid, who is Ragu. His first name is
Dude,
Ragu.
I was hoping you would catch that.
I was like, yo, come on, bro.
It's your
What the
favorite
hell?
DC character, Ragu.
My absolute favorite DC villain, Ragu.
Oh
And
yeah.
I was already pretty like put off because it was taking forever for anything to happen. And then the kids escape, which of course they will, and they immediately come upon Granny Goodness's soldiers, which consists of Yada Floor, Stargirl,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and a bunch of other essentially no names. And I was very thrown off. Maybe you guys weren't. Maybe I missed something. I kind of read through this one quick.
She has a domination stick. That's one of her things Granny Goodness has.
I understand that by the end of the issue. But at
Sure.
this moment, I'm looking at these characters and I'm going, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like where do they come from? What's going on here? Especially considering we have Yara, we have the Stargirl and then Thunderheart be there. I'm confused because the other three are the Valkyries, which makes sense, fine.
Sure.
The Valkyries with Granny Goodness, but um yeah, that threw me off. I feel like I missed something, and then I think overall the issue was fine at best. Like the art was inoffensive. It was okay. It wasn't doing too much to like. It wasn't doing much. It all rendered well. I wasn't wowed by this. The story, honestly, I was kind of losing attention on. It dragged a bit. Yeah, I wasn't as big a fan of this one. This one felt like I could miss it.
I wish I did miss it.
Yeah.
This was not for me. Just the whole first third of the book is Superman, John Kent, complaining about why he's in the situation, and the book never gives a valid reason why. This is a guy who has been Superman before. He has the powers of Superman, but he's on babysitting duty. It makes no fucking sense.
Well, they say because they have to preserve in case Superman dies. He's the guy that has all the other powers. So like there's an equivalency.
It didn't. No, I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. And I think it makes him look like an idiot as a character.
Yeah,
John
that
Kent
yeah.
is a character that is kind of in a wishy-washy spot. This is not a good look for him. This is like somebody, like a mid-carder, in wrestling terms, getting a shitty gimmick instead of getting a push. And I didn't like it. It actively like annoyed me. Like I know John Kent is going to join the Titans soon. So there is that to look forward to. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that part annoyed me. And then the whole like Static being the MacGuffin with no explanation for it. And it says, hey, read this book that's not out yet to have an explanation for it. You can't do a future editorial thing. I can't. What am I going to? No, that pissed me off. Again, this book pissed me off. Because I want to know why the fuck is Static back in this world. But I can't because it ain't even out yet.
Yeah,
Does it even come out next week? When the fuck does it come out?
I didn't even know it was coming out. Another DC History to DC Universe.
Well, this is
Interesting.
the one in February, so it has all the milestone characters in it.
Ah,
We got a
gotcha,
February
gotcha.
exclusive coming.
There it is. And then later this becomes a reference in Superman where
Yep.
they're like, "Oh, don't forget to read." I'm like, "How did that become an important issue?"
Before I give my thoughts, I want to get to this super chat from Frank. 5 spot. Thank you so much, Frank. Absolute Batman is my pick of the week. Glad to see Dragata back. Really liked DCKO. Kids are all fight. Want to read this team again, except John. Still not into him aged up. Well, Frank, listen, I am glad that you like this issue. And I'm glad that the 39% of you so far who have voted poll on the poll like this issue. I am in the 24% of you so far that say pass. Not only do I say pass, I think I already gave my pass of the month away. Um,
Yeah, I think so.
this is right up there. Um, and let me count the ways this pissed me off. That what is the thing that most people who like John Kent have a problem with? The age up.
Mm.
It's a very common problem that people have with John. So why is it that DC would think it's a good idea to surround John with people at the age we wish he was fucking at,
Duh.
put him in charge, quote unquote, of them, but make him look like a stooge? He's chasing these kids around. He's Superman, by the way. He's Superman. And I don't buy, oh, well, he's like Superman or he's Superman's son. He has the same powers. You do not have the end of the world going on and tell Superman, yeah, but you got to stay in the dugout, bro,
Stay
with
put.
these kids. What? No, that's dumb. That's bad. That doesn't work. That doesn't make sense. And they get away from him. He's Superman. He can see through anything. He can move as fast as anybody. They get away from him like nothing. If it weren't for the fact that Travis Mercer and Andrew Dahlhaus kicked ass in this issue on the art and colors, this would have been an unmitigated disaster. And I don't know how much I think the art is helping this from being that, quite frankly.
That was fine.
Yeah, it's okay. It's passable. Did what it had to do.
New History of DC Universe Dakota Incident #1 comes out February 25th. So literally a month from now.
The last week.
This will be gone from my memory by then.
Yeah, yeah. What a reveal. Okay. Sean, you said this was past of the month?
I can't make it past the month because I already gave that, but it's a pass.
Okay.
But we didn't talk about Static. Really, Static is here.
Yeah.
Do you care?
No, it wasn't cool. Like he's just like pulls up, hey guys. He pulls in like Sonic trying to save the day.
You know why I don't care? Because I don't know how he's there.
Or why?
Shit was random.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be. Post rebirth, that the whole milestone stuff was a separate thing.
And Granny Goodness says that she's been looking for him. Why are you looking for
Right.
him? Leave that little black boy alone. The fuck?
Man, Granny Goodness probably be saying some messed up shit too.
Yeah, what's wrong with her? She called fucking what's his name, her son, Fair Play.
Yeah.
She thinks he's his son. First of all, Granny, you don't have no damn black son. Stop it. And then she's after Static. What is going on with this old white lady? What year does she think this is?
She probably says boy with like a hard B.
Look at her face. She looks like Ursula from fucking
Ooh, Pouring
Oh,
Fortune
Little
Soul.
Mermaid.
yeah.
Yo,
Great.
seeing the Static is back. That was supposed to be a great moment.
But how? And then
lame.
look below it.
Fell flat.
Lame.
Oh my god. I know.
No way.
Whatchamacallit, comics are dope. BJ had some thoughts about this as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did he say?
I didn't get to watch it. I was working, but I know he had thoughts
Oh.
about it because he was talking about it.
Oh well, thank you for bringing that up. Chris Covers Comics says Granny had some real Paula Dean energy
Yeah.
in this. Yo, 1000%.
Well, and we know what Paul Dean was like.
Yeah. Yep.
Marco, you know what Paul Dean?
I feel like I've heard that name.
Okay.
Tariq said Sean does not realize that she calls everyone son and daughter for the last 50 years. No, I realize it. I'm not a dumbass. But I was, riffing and having a good time. Don't slow me down. Lucas Holner said Tyler posting "You are what you eat" on his IG story is crazy
No,
after the Play-Doh convo.
I posted that before because I got a chopped salad, so I was saying I was chopped. Decent.
This book is chopped. Hard
There we go.
pass.
There we go. Saved it.
Yeah, pass.
No thanks. No thanks.
Didn't buy a read. Oh, poll 38%. Didn't buy a read. Poll 39. Didn't buy a read 38. Pass 23. Pick of the week 0.
Yikes.
The kids are not
Yikes.
all right.
Hell no, they're not. God, this
Dude.
was rough.
The end page was also real. Just like, here you go. Here's all the heroes we got, and all of us will be waiting.
To be continued in Titans, which is probably going to be pretty good. I'm
Yeah.
not hating on that. I'm excited for Tate Bromble to come on board and shuffle the deck.
Very much so, yeah.
I don't think this issue is why I'm excited. No, I know it's not why I'm excited. This issue did nothing for my excitement level. But that's what won the poll. That's what you guys wanted us to read. I had a bad feeling about this issue. I hate to be right in this case because being right cost me $5.99.
Oh, it's one of those quarterly issues too, so it's a little more pricey.
Brutality.
Comics books.
Yeah, shit.
CW Gordon's right. The John Kent suit is not good. I like his Suicide Squad one. Or Secret Six one. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they know what to do with John Kent.
They don't.
And it's astounding to me that they don't. 5G probably has a lot to do with that. We're going to talk about 5G this Saturday, and I am so excited. We haven't had a chance to talk about 5G in forever. Can't wait for that. Tom King 5G material. Entertain Me says, we have over 100 here, so tap the thumbs up button, the like button, support the Comics Pals. Yes, thank you very much for saying that. Subscribe, like the video. We are trying to hit 7K imminently, so help us get there. We're not close, but we're not far. It'll happen soon. Let's talk Iron Man #1. It's a big release from Marvel. There's a lot writing on this book, I think, for a lot of different reasons. Joshua Williamson his big return to Marvel. It's his it's his return, but it might as well be his debut
Might as
because
well,
he
yeah.
wasn't a name when he was there last.
He was doing
But he's
like tie-in books and like Illuminati was his biggest one, which was just a side thing.
right. Carmen Carnero joins him. Letters by Joe Caramagna, colors by Nolan Woodard. There's a big idea present in this run right from the word go that Joshua Williamson has had cooking in his mind for some time. Tony Stark went into a cave in the desert with a box of scraps, and out of that emerged Iron Man. So, what about Tony Stark makes him special enough to do that? It's not the suit that is special, it's the man, it's the mind, it's the man. What would it be like if the enemy side had a Tony Stark, not an Iron Man, but a Tony Stark? Madame Mask believes that that could turn the tide in favor of AIM. And so she has set about kidnapping geniuses, people that were handpicked by Tony Stark, because she thinks that they will be the next big thing. And so the issue revolves around that as Tony is putting his life back together. Pepper Potts is back in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge celebration. They're giving away the Tony Stark Award, all this stuff. And of course, eventually Tony has to suit up um, and fight against AIM as his latest. The winner of the Tony Stark Award is kidnapped by Madame Mask, and that leads to Tony having a conversation with none other than Captain America, who has put together what looks like it could be the new Illuminati,
Possibly, yeah.
um, because they feel that Tony Stark has to be taken down. Um, I was really looking forward to this.
Hmm.
I'm sure we all were. I'm not alone.
Yeah.
This isn't the like propulsion punch to the face that I thought it was going to be. I really, really thought it was gonna come out swinging on another level. That's not what we got, but I still had a pretty good time.
Um, I yeah, I definitely feel that this could have been a little more momentous. Like it was this huge, it's this big occasion. Especially knowing who Williamson is now. And so that excitement, I think, maybe had set my expectations a little higher, and just stuff he's been doing with Superman again has set my expectations higher. Um, Honestly, this was felt pretty standard fare. I uh I almost could see the different plot points. You know, I need to get off how Tony is this uh very self-absorbed billionaire, very capable, of course, but outside of that, you know, this is how it almost felt like two-dimensional he is. He has all these relationships that playing on the history, which you know can work. Um, but then the bit at the end felt like forced. We're gonna have to take Tony Stark down for what? What like that wasn't even like we just got this is issue one. We just got here. What do we build this up? What is this sudden turn? That went crazy over my head. Yeah, I was a little disappointed.
I kind of was like, oh, this is good throughout most of the book. And it actually isn't until the reveal at the end where it's like, okay, hold on a second. What the fuck does that mean? And it was enough of like a what the fuck moment for me to be like, okay, there's the hook for me that got me in. Why do they need to take me?
Mm.
What do they know that I don't know yet? And I trust Williamson to tell me that. Otherwise, I think it was kind of like a standardly good issue. It wasn't, it's kind of where I place Williamson's Superman writing. Like Williamson's probably the most consistently good to great big two superhero writer out there. And I think this is proof of that, this issue. I think it's a really damn good issue, and it's the most I've liked an Iron Man book in a long time. But my socks are on. They're not blown off, you know? This wasn't like my pick of the week, especially when you have stuff like Absolute Martian Manhunter that's blowing my mind. This book's not blowing my mind, but it's damn good comics. Does that make sense? Like on any other week outside of what DC has normally been putting out, this could potentially be a pick of the week. This is a damn good Marvel
Really?
comic. But I just don't think it really threw me. It just was like it was like eating a burger, you know? Like it was just good meaty goodness. I'm never gonna be super wowed by most burgers, but it was damn good. I thought the Carbon Carnero art really kind of pushed it too. Her Madam Mask, awesome. And I also like how Williamson brought Blizzard into it to this, who's like an Iron Man villain. You know, Madam Mask is in this, and it was kind of bringing in Iron Man's rogues gallery, which is just hasn't been done in a long time. Iron Man's always his rogue is whatever the big bad is of that season of Marvel. So I also like that bit.
I'm not willing to say that this was damn good comics. I don't feel that way. I don't think this was great. I think it was solid. I think it was a functional first issue that um it does a good job expressing the point of the run. Like I like that. I like that the issue gives us a good idea probably of what we can expect from this run. I think part of the problem is that it's about what you're supposed to expect from every Iron Man
Fair.
run. And the premise of what it's if you remove the last page from the equation, the premise that it's setting up um leaves me wanting because I don't have any belief at all that Tony's not singular. I know he's singular. I don't think Madame Mask's concept is gonna work with this dude she just got here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm kind of like not that compelled by that part of it. The end of it, even though I'm confused as to why that's happening, left me a lot more intrigued because it has wider implications. I do believe in the threat that Tony Stark could be to the world.
Yeah.
I don't believe the threat that this random whippersnapper is going to be to Tony Stark during this run.
Yeah. Yeah, any of them, because all 11 were pulled, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah,
And
yeah.
let me reiterate. Maybe I misspoke. I don't think this is a great book. I didn't mean to say that. I think it is a damn good book, but it's not great. That's what I was trying to get at. I think the chat was I don't know. Maybe I misrepresented myself.
well, you were going in, bro.
I guess so.
Um,
I mean, I did like the end where Norman Osborn is I guess a good guy.
why the fuck was he there? You know, I actually took that to be Bruce Banner. It's probably not.
Oh
Um, I took
That's
that to be Bruce.
that's Norman.
yeah, bro. They got the hair,
No,
those
totally.
waves.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing at all. I see it. I see all that. But like in my mind, I was like, oh, I feel like that's
It,
Bruce.
it
Why
would
the
make
fuck would that be
sense. Yeah.
Norman? Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that Amadeus Cho next to Steve and Carol?
I couldn't tell.
Probably from that angle, it's hard to.
Yeah.
I thought it was a woman.
That was my thought as well at first,
Name
but
a
I don't
woman.
know.
I wonder if
I
Leader
don't know what the
Comic
fuck
Makes
War
it.
Machine's doing there.
Word.
I guess. Well, because he's a friend of Tony's. I guess.
Well,
But
and his girlfriend's there, so
I don't know why that necessitates his presence.
sometimes the girlfriend just needs to bring the boyfriend around.
Yeah. Um, honestly,
Oh,
I'm teetering between a pass and a pull. Like, I'm gonna give it a pull because I think I trust that Williamson can do something good with this. If this was another writer, this would be a pass. This wasn't there's so much good out there that this is an unfortunate victim of I could have spent my $5 on something that I probably was gonna enjoy better.
I I I don't want to agree with what you just said at all, but you're right, dude. Like if you take Joshua Williamson out and just leave that blank or put Sam Humphries or not to discredit Sam, just like anybody else's name that you don't hold in as high a regard, is this still a pull? And I think for me, the answer is probably no.
Hmm.
But I trust Joshua Williamson so much that I am absolutely going to follow on. And I had fun with this. This
Yeah.
was fun. It's not a bad comic. But Chad is saying something that I have to agree with. Iron Man is not an easy sell in comics.
Mm.
Yeah,
There's an uphill battle.
it's always been a tough character, I think, for people. Like his books never matched his popularity as character.
Chris says that our expectations were too high. Maybe.
Maybe, maybe.
I don't know. I think that the top writers should deliver the top books. That's my perspective. I don't know.
And there's precedent. Superman has been phenomenal. Like if I think about the issue of the reveal with Superboy Prime and all that kind of stuff, like sure that's in the run, and I'd agree that that's in the run. Williamson had a slower start to Superman, so I feel like he's probably suffering from that. That doesn't mean you can't make a good first issue as that level of a writer.
Someone said that they don't remember Williamson's Superman start to be that hot. And I think I probably agree with that. It's been so long I don't remember.
It was slow. It was slow.
But it was also segmented. It was in that era of Superman All Stars where they had like I think was it Gail Simone that wrote something,
Well,
Mark
that was
Mark
all happening in
Mark
action.
Wade.
But Superman was
Oh,
Williamson.
that would yeah. Williamson was doing action for a little bit too, I think. So that I mean that's where I'm conflating the two. Been a while though, and that's where like Williamson gets a lot of runway for me to be able to land that plane. I trust him.
Well, 62% of you said pull.
Okay.
Didn't buy a read, 19%. Pick of the week, 13%. Pass, 6%. It's pretty respectable.
That's more people pulling it than people on League of Comic Geeks pulling it.
You guys showed up.
Yeah.
You
A
guys showed up.
Iron Man #1 is less pulled than issue 31 of Green Lantern or 29 of The Flash, which typically would be crazy.
That's wild. That is wild. Man.
Neon Knight. It was a good comic, but I'd rather eat chalk.
Oh shit.
Man, this would make me really think about chalk.
Yo, I don't know what to
That's,
make of chat sometimes. You guys are wild.
that's high praise.
B Mitch says acceleration takes a minute, but Williamson's pen at top speed is great. I totally agree with you.
100%.
That's a good way of putting it. Yep.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Heroes says, I in response to Chris Chat's comics, I disagree. The big name they put on a comic automatically sets the expectation, the expected anticipation that this failed to reach, which I think is fair. But it is that momentum, and that's where I think Williamson really, really excels.
I just think it would be horseshit if I'll speak for myself. It would be horseshit if I came on here and told you Williamson's the man, Williamson's the man, Williamson's the man, and big him up the way that I do. And then when he does something that I don't think is the best, is amazing, is top line, I don't come on here and say that to you. I say, oh, your expectations were too high. No, if he's the man, he has to be that every single time. And it's okay that he wasn't here, but I'm not going to lie about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Infernal Hulk.
Ooh, I wonder what Marco's pick of the week is.
Oh, I wonder indeed, huh? Huh.
This was very nearly mine. So
Oh.
Philip Kennedy Johnson on the words, pencils by Kev Walker and Nick Klein, who did the colors as well. We got some inks from Cam Smith, colors by Matt Wilson, and letters by Corey Pettit. Philip Kennedy Johnson has been on the Hulk for a little while now. He had a very great run on the Incredible Hulk that then led into this, the Infernal Hulk. A lot of you may be jumping onto this now, so there will be aspects of what happens, particularly in this issue, that may well leave you with big questions.
Yeah.
This issue largely revolves around the relationship between Bruce and Betty. But they're not Bruce and Betty anymore. Now they're David and what was her name? Not Natty. I forgot Betty's fake name. but they have fake names, they have fake identities, they have fake jobs. They are trying to live normal lives, and it is impossibly hard because Bruce Banner used to be the Hulk, and Betty was She-Hulk, and she was also that crazy
Harpy.
harpy
Yep.
beast thing. Yeah.
Oh.
Um. Uh. And so she's like cutting herself or whatever, which
Yeah.
is absolutely insane. This issue is horrifying, but it's not the kind of horror all the time necessarily that we've been used to. There aren't the horrific transformations that we've been accustomed to from Nick Klein and all that. This is domestic horror.
Been there.
It's like the undercurrent of what I got out of this was it's that feeling that you have that sits at the back of your neck when you hear something off in the other room. It's a little dark, like that
Oh,
little
interesting.
tingle, that little thing that just kind of like, oh, what was that? Because the first thing that I saw was Heather.
Yeah.
She has that little like
That's
patch on her
Betty's
wrist.
fake name, right?
Betty's fake name.
Okay,
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it, got it.
She has the little patch on the wrist. Like, oh, what happened there? I'm like, that's interesting. Then she starts to get these flashbacks. It starts to bleed. And then it escalates. Everything just escalates more and more. And sometimes it's in slow moments. Sometimes it's in these like really quick successions. And that's what I really enjoyed about this book was how varied that sense of horror and dismay was because for Betty, you can see that she's still reeling from that past. She hasn't or she can't reconcile it in the same way that Bruce has living with all this stuff for all this time. You know, this is another, it's another Sunday stroll in the park for him, where for her seemingly it's this is freaking her out and you're feeling the effects of it. And I thought that was all played so well. And the thing that brought it over the end for me, for to be pick of the week, was the conversation Bruce was having with Iron Man and with Mr. Fantastic, where they're like, "This is your fault. You are responsible for the Hulk. Anything that he does outside of your body, that's your shit." And that was fucked up. Like
Yeah,
that's
I don't agree with that. It's fucked up. Yeah.
yeah, it was so dark. It was such a like a blame game, and they're calling him cowardly, and they're disrespecting him, and I just thought that was for what this comic is in contrast to the horror, the body horror and stuff that's actually going on like on the page with this the way he's getting treated, it feels disgusting. Like that contrast was amazing. Um, I really felt for Bruce in this and for Betty. They're facing this in different ways, and they're living in this joint horror together. So yeah, phenomenal book.
This is why I'm always annoyed when people say like the Hulk is one of the best Avengers ever. They fucking hate him.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not his friends. Those are his ops. They fucking shot him into space when he was not useful anymore. They go to him whenever they need help. He has to figure it out. And then when things go bad, it's his fault.
The Avengers didn't shoot him into space.
What is Iron Man?
The Avengers didn't shoot him into space.
Iron Man's an Avenger.
The Avengers did not
I'm
shoot him.
saying that these Avengers here, these are his ops. But anyway, I'm with you, Marco. I did like this story a lot. For me, I was reading this story as the horrors of domesticity.
mm,
And it's what happens when you settle down. And it's if the sirens are audible, and then they'll go away. Hold on a sec.
yeah, you're good.
It happens when you settle down. It's two different viewpoints of it. You know, with Betty, she's settling down with with Bruce, and this is the thing they've always wanted. You know, this is their white picket fence that they never got to have, and they finally have it. But for Betty, she's losing herself. You know, when she was the Harpy, that was good for her. She didn't have a bad experience like Bruce did when he was the Hulk. Like she's missing her independence, her freedom, and this is her having to deal with it in the
Hmm.
realm of domesticity. What can she do? She can't control it. She has to find control, and sometimes that's self harm, and that's great. But well, not that it's great, but it's a great depiction of it. And I like that Bruce is like this is also what Bruce has always wanted, and for him, it's a little better because his relationship with the Hulk is never good. So that freedom that he had was never freedom. it was being tethered to somebody. This is Bruce's freedom. And it's two different views on what freedom are and how it just leads to just conflict between the two. And I think that's a really, really interesting story to tell within a Hulk story without the Hulk ever being present within these two.
Wow. You made this better for me now.
Not my pick of the week still, but I thought this was really good stuff. Even though Kev Walker, love Kev Walker, he got to put Bruce in the 6'7" shirt. Really? He,
Unreal. What a funny guy.
he knows what he's doing. Kev Walker is one of my favorites of all time. I think I've read most of Kev Walker's work at Marvel. It's so good. And it's cool seeing him at play here. The page I have up, yes, it has 6'7" on it. But it's Bruce feeling the effects of the Hulk, feeling that like that past trauma and visualizing in his head like him hulking out, but he doesn't because he's not attached to it anymore. But he still has that lingering trauma of like who he used to be and his previous situation that's affecting his current relationship. And again, this is taking your past trauma and bringing it into a relationship in the middle of this book that I just think it's really, really, really interesting.
Kev Walker was a phenomenal choice art wise for this book. Not everybody loves his style. I guess it's an acquired taste. He gives us very, very, very basic page layouts.
Sure.
6 panels, 5 panels, that's it. Why? Because this book is about boring domestic horror. That's the perfect art style for this. It's a lot of, you know, it's this, like
I was just looking at that.
it's
House
fucked
hats?
up. Oh, is that what you guys were able to see? Sorry.
No, I just you saw it in the middle, so I was,
Yeah, I mean, I have come to a place in my time as a fan of comics where I think that the Hulk is probably Marvel's best character.
Hmm.
Like, not my favorite, but probably the best one between him and Spider-Man. Because in the last 10 years, think about the different kinds of Hulk stories we've been able to get. And they've mostly been fire. You had Space Hulk, which I didn't like, but you had that, you had Armor Hulk, you had Immortal Hulk, you had what was just after that? Whatever. Now you have this. You have PKJ, you have this. And all these layers. Think about this. What does it say about Bruce as a human? That out of all the people that we have seen Hulk out, including Betty, he is the only one who cannot control himself.
Sure.
He's the only one for whom the Hulk is actually a problem. Betty got something taken from her that she wanted. Red She-Hulk isn't what she was most recently. She was that harpy, but she even thrived as Red She-Hulk.
Yeah.
So every time she's gotten powers, it's been good. For him, it's a nightmare. They'll never be happy. They're always missing each other because when she didn't have powers and he did, that sucked for them. And he didn't want it. And she had powers and she wants them and he doesn't want them. They're just missing each other.
Yeah. I also part of me wants this to be the most of the story going forward. Like I know we got the eldest stuff with Infernal Hulk killing people, and Nick Klein is killing it there. But I almost hope it's like an every other issue situation.
I like that. I had the same thought. I'm like, if this was the book, I would honestly be enjoying it more because that other stuff is it's cool visually. I'm lost because I wasn't caught up on it, but this I can dive into. And for me, good horror extracts something from the reality or the mundanity or of the repetition. Like so that to me played so well.
Yeah, this was a phenomenal issue,
Yeah.
man. I very, very nearly chose it as my pick of the week. But wow, there's just so much here. And when we first saw this cover at New York Comic Con, it was clear to me that this was going to be a good one because, I mean, the cover literally tells you what this issue is. Look at them having a wonderful dinner, but all around them is a nightmare and literally a nuke going off in the middle out the window.
Somebody hit a 25 kill streak.
Yeah, great comic. Easy pull.
What do you think they're eating, Sean? Chalk?
Chalk. Let me look. I see that there's some Play-Doh actually
Oh,
on Bruce's
oh,
uh
over easy or over hard?
over hard.
It's when you put it in the oven.
Yeah, great stuff. Pull.
Yeah, pick of the
Pull,
week.
pull. Ah,
Very
man,
nice.
it's my Marvel pick of the week.
Marco, are you feeling this book like that? Like, is
Not
this
the
Like
first
that?
two issues. The first two issues were pulls. I can see what's going on, but I in that what's being presented to me on the page is the extent to what I know because I haven't kept up with this series prior to this. So I would just kind of be rolling with the punches. But this was the one that I want to see more of this, but I don't think I'm gonna get it.
who is going to make us do a sponsored Immortal Hulk book club?
Oh,
That's 50 issues though.
that's
Yo,
sounds like a good price.
Have you ever read it, Marco?
I've read issues here and there, but
Really?
yeah.
Oh.
I think we did the first couple issues for Pals Pulls, and then after that, I like sporadically had an issue here or there.
this is one of those ones. Immortal Hulk is one of them ones that you have to read. It's a must read.
It's one of them ones, you know?
Yeah. Dr. King says sponsored Rouge book club. So you want to sponsor us wearing rouge on this podcast? Is that
No,
what
no,
you're trying
no.
to get into, Dr. King?
The solo Sonic the Hedgehog spin-off comic.
Ah,
Hell
okay.
yeah.
All right. Fair. Fair. Hayden said, don't got the dough for it now. Ha
He ate
ha
it. That's why.
ha. Oh
That's one thing
man.
I never wanted to put in my mouth. Paper money.
Ew.
Oh yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
Not even new tender, no thanks.
New Tender, actually, yes. That one's got like a crispness to it. I want it. Yeah.
The crunch.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Sean, do you mind if I talk about one other book?
Please.
I wanted to talk briefly about Miles Morales Spider-Man number 42. Now, Sean, you didn't get to this, but you have it, correct?
Yes, yeah.
What do you think this is about?
My supposition is that it is some bullshit happens. Maybe like after Miles gets through the portal, like Ultimate Spider-Man ends
Yeah.
up going through with him, and they have a romp that somehow leads him back to Endgame, so we can be a part of that.
Yeah. Okay. Would you like me to tell you what it's about?
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh, Ultimate Spider-Man never shows up. He's not in the book.
What?
What did you just say? No, this is no bullshit. I do not know what happens in this book.
He is not in the book.
How could that be?
He just isn't. What happens is Peter Parker from 616 comes back with his like spacesuit and he teams up with Miles. That's the team up we get.
Huh?
What we get at the end is a quick little 2-pager where the Spot comes back and he's hunting for those origin boxes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
The rant that is in me right now, what's burning in me, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna bottle it and I'm gonna save it for Saturday because I know now. I understand everything just got put together to me.
Yeah.
Those origin boxes just got filled in for me. I know exactly what the fuck is happening now.
And
Ultimate Reborn.
can
That's
I-
something for you, Marvel.
Can I reread the solicit real quick for this issue?
Please.
The Ultimate Universe collides with the 616. Sometimes it takes 2 Spider-Men to do whatever a spider can, but Peter Parker and Miles Morales together might not be enough to overcome what arch-foe Rabble has in store. Don't miss this epic grand finale to the Rabble saga. That's either a lie or 2 separate things it's saying. The Ultimate Universe collides with the 616. Sure, it sort of does at the end there. That last bit that has nothing to do with the 2 Spider-Men. And then the next sentence is sometimes it takes 2 Spider-Men to do whatever Spider can. Yes, that also does happen.
Technically,
Both of these things happen. But the solicit implies they are connected thoughts. Whereas it's not. No, just Peter.
that's wild, dude.
Yeah.
That's actually wild.
And I remember like the websites, like the CBRs, or like I remember websites talking about like, oh, there's a crossover happening.
Yeah. It's like when they do like ultimate comma and then they, continue to say some sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Uh, They didn't lie, but they definitely played it up. I mean, if you look at the cover is implying it heavily.
He's purposely not showing his chest to show the Ultimate Spider-Man logo. It just feels like a cheat, man.
They wanted it to sell, and it did because we all bought it. I mean, I buy this series anyways,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
um wow.
And I feel kind of ripped off because I've not read the series. Um, so like getting into it and it's the finale. Like I came for the what was sold to me, but
Presumably.
yeah,
Yeah, he came in key issue, key issue.
yeah. And then I got man.
It's just annoying. Like we didn't say Ultimate Spider-Man was going to be in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you didn't. I get that, but come on.
yeah,
How much was this issue, by the way? $4.99.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gotta love it. All right, Tyler, did you want to give thoughts on the material? Was there any?
Dar was good. I think I was too tilted the whole time to actually like it.
Got it.
Beside
I
yourself.
I think the last the story at the end that kind of dealt with the origin boxes. I think that was Stefano Caselli on art. So like that even further has proof of that it has some kind of importance. Let's see if I confirm. Yeah,
Yeah, it
it
says
was
Stefano
Caselli. Yeah,
Caselli. Yeah.
who was the one doing the Reborn stuff that we'll talk about.
Entertain Me and Argenize both say that in 41, Peter is brought into the series. I didn't read that. I'm a few issues behind, so I'm behind. So I didn't know that. But I mean, are you guys definitely aren't saying that this cover doesn't insinuate his appearance here, right? Though, like that's the vibe.
The solicit implies it's heavily
Yeah,
implied.
yeah.
Like if it had
You got
moved the first sentence, the Ultimate Universe collides with the 616, at the end of the solicit saying also the Ultimate Universe collides with the 616. Like then I would be like, okay, cool. It
Yeah.
didn't lie. This
It's
feels
different.
like a bait and switch.
get those numbers in for the stack. Let's see what you guys think I did this week at my LCS, the Sean Stack segment. We do this every week because I buy way too many comics. I'm really actually trying to lower the amount. Somehow last year, guys, we did not have a good one. That amount at least stayed steady. It may have even gone up. I don't know. But I need your help. So put the numbers in the chat. Whoever wins, and winning in this context is whoever gets closest to the actual number without going over is the winner, and you can win a code for any of the Marvel books that I bought today. Samuel Summers did drop us a 5 spot. Thank you. I'm sorry I missed it, brother. He says, I want to do a book club for the original Static for the first 12 issues. Could that work? Yeah, of course it could work. Whatever you want to do, man.
Oh, I wonder if we did that, if we can convince BJ to come on for that.
That's an interesting thought. I like that thought.
He would have thoughts on that. He would have a lot of thoughts on that. How was your shop visit this week, Sean? Anything crazy?
Uh, I am in a place in my mind where like I genuinely can't even remember what happened in my shop.
You're just zombie
I don't
mode,
know
going there
what's
and coming
going
back.
on. Yeah, something is wrong with me. I don't know what is happening anymore. But yeah, go ahead.
I got lucky at my shop. I managed to actually get the issue of
Oh.
Sort of Crisis.
Nice.
You know what? I got 3.
Oh, I
Oh,
will
you're
buy
that
one off you.
guy.
No, so I bought 2 because I didn't get any last time, but my shop actually wound up getting some. So, yeah. Marco, I got you one. I got you one.
Yes. God, I want to get that one so bad.
But yeah, I was to get that. And then my shop was, I guess they bought a collection of those like Bowen Marvel busts. Do you ever see those like at the Comic Con, Sean? Like the small busts of like Marvel characters,
With
this
like
big.
just yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
but they were like $15. They were already open. They didn't come with a box, so I had to snag.
Whoa.
For
Super smart.
15? That's not
Yeah,
bad.
dude, they had Polaris too. If you're interested,
Ooh.
Nah, I'm good. Just
they
drink too much
had
coffee for me.
Gladiator. They had, what do they have that you might have liked? I posted in the Discord. If you see one you like, let me know.
Oh, I'll take a look
Yeah.
at your. I assume it was in the
In the
collectibles.
collectibles, yes.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Samuel Summers says, "How much do you need for 12 issues? That's not that. That's not the crazier ones.
50?
That's like $50.
Probably.
Yeah.
50 comics bucks.
Yeah.
It's up to you, Sam. Thank you either way. Thank you for the 2 spot. Appreciate you. But yeah, we'll
And
do
then,
that.
yeah, I think. Do you have the PayPal link if you wanted to do that?
Throw that out there,
Yeah.
Marco.
Keep in mind, we are having a backlog because people like this idea.
Yes, I do want to make that clear, Sam. When we get to it, it'll probably be like 4 months from now.
Yeah.
Just so you know. I don't want there to be any confusion. We do have a backlog. We are going in order. How long has my stack been a part of the show? For 2 years. Because it started before the Stakoa, which was in 2024. We did that. Jeffrey Buck says you can buy the Immortal Hulk Omnibus for 150. Who wants to donate? I already have mine.
I think I have every issue.
Huh?
I think I have every issue.
Yeah, ditto. I have every issue single, and then I double dipped.
Hmm.
I'll tell you right now, Jeffrey Buck, it's worth every dollar and cent because not only is the material great, but if you ever need it in a pinch, you could blast the motherfucker over the head. An intruder
Yeah.
alert, crack.
You know who's
Gone.
not immortal? That intruder.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I will say, sometimes, like the Hulk, it has its benefits and pluses. If you drop that on your foot, that shit hurts.
Oof. Goodbye, foot.
All right, guys. So 7 books that we already talked about. You guys know that. And then for the rest, we have got.
Start reading those numbers.
Yeah.
I got 16 from James Jones. Tarek says 19. Patrick Zay 17. Steve Canaris 20. Graphic Novel Guide 14. DWS 18. Entertain Me 18. Argonize 15. Hayden's Hideout 18. Dan Trudeau 17 for the stack. It's been a bit.
Oh.
Lucas Hallner 16. CW Gordon 19. Into Gray 21. Carter Mitchell 22. Ariath 16. Sammy Summers 15. B Mitch 19. Dr. King 22. Near 17. Buzzsaw 13. RZA RZA. Yo, RZA's here?
Hey.
Yeah.
15.
I like how we have a guy named RZA and a guy named Dr. King in the chat, and both of them have white dude avatars.
Coltrane 23. Ted H 26. Mr. Negative 22. Mothman 24. Shalom Warburg 21. And that's it.
It's good to see you all. Always love hanging out with you guys. You're amazing. When Marco's reading those names off, and I'm like, oh, I like that guy. I like that guy.
Yo, Samuel Summers with the 2 says, I sent it. How much to expedite? I sent 50 bucks.
He wants Comics Pals Prime. Pals Prime actually has a nice ring to it.
It sure does. It's 12
It's 12 issues. I don't know. We got to go in order.
I feel like it would be unfair to allow an expediting of the process. Let us think it over, Samuel, but I feel like that's a little.
If anything, the expedition would be that we do the other ones quicker.
Yeah.
But some of them are fucking beefy, so I don't know if that's gonna happen.
We'll think it over, Samuel. But thank you so much, dude. Really, really appreciate it. That's $50, 50 comics bucks. Samuel just sent our way to sponsor a book club. If you want to do the same, click that PayPal link and we will get you set up. But make sure you talk to us. Don't just send us money. Have a convo with us first. We've got Chubby Ray Comics in the chat.
Hey.
I love this dude. Ray is awesome. I was just on Ray's channel yesterday, chopping it up with Chubby Ray. I feel like I just gave you the name of your show. Check in the mail, please, for me. Everybody should subscribe to Chubby Ray. He is very cool, very fun to hang out with and talk comics with, and he's got a collection that I am envious of.
Oh yeah.
Uncanny Suit, bro. What are you saying? No. He said if you send a dick pic, your PayPal selection gets bumped up 2 spots.
No.
Don't slide in our DMs with that.
That's yucky.
What?
That's not no consent.
Non-consensual. Yeah.
Consent voided. We do not have consent.
Steve Canaris wanted to know how many comics bucks it would take to get us to read every issue of Spawn. $1 an issue.
How many issues are there?
A
300
lot.
something, right?
Are there? Because I feel like that's also not
it,
enough.
is it not? Is it not 1,000?
Is it?
It is from 92. All right, let's see. Let me sort this by
No, it
date.
can't be 1,000. Spider-Man's not at 1,000.
Yeah, no, it's at
Am I crazy?
376. No, I would
Okay.
need more than
No, I
that.
wouldn't do
Yeah.
that. I wouldn't do that.
We're talking $10 an issue. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Tyler
What was
looks
cover
like
price?
Tyler looks like an adult Rizzler. What did you do? You does this thing? I can't do Riz
Muse,
face.
he muse.
I can't mew.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Tariq
He-
said I might have to quit watching the Comics Pals if we do the Spawn. Damn, you guys don't like Spawn?
I taught them well.
Here's okay. So we got all the numbers. Here's my stack. Miles Morales, Spider-Man 42. Void Rivals 26. The Flash number 29.
Good cover.
Yeah. Green Lantern number 31. Very
Dude, that's
excited about that.
Montos on it.
Montos the man.
Yeah.
Justice League Unlimited number 15. G.I. Joe number 18.
Oh, that's what I haven't read yet. Okay.
Kaya number 33.
Nice.
Malevolent number 1. Very excited to get into this. This is a new Justin Jordan book. Skinbreaker number 5. Could have read that.
One. Can't wait to read that one.
Wrestle Heist number 2. Absolute Flash number 11. And Bug Wars, the Spider Witch special.
You did get
the Triple X Blind Bag edition. Now, let me say this.
Uh-huh.
I did not even buy every issue of Bug Wars, okay? I fell off. And I wasn't going to buy this. Jason Aaron said it's not going to be included in trades. It's not. I wasn't going to buy it. But when I saw this cover.
Can you read that to us, Sean? What's that?
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm building. When I saw this cover and I read that this shit says, you know you want it, you sick bastard. When I read those words, I said, yeah, I'm a sick bastard. You clocked me, Jason.
Got him.
So what I'm going to do for all of you is I'm going to debag this.
Oh.
And I am going to look at the cover. And if it is not suitable for YouTube, then you will just have to look at me and see how I react. And judge the cover by my reaction.
So this is a funny bit, Sean, because did you see I posted this on Discord?
I did, yeah.
I was gonna do this bit. And I literally took the picture, and as I was I put it back on the shelf. As I was putting it in Discord, about to talk about it, some other dude snatched it.
That's crazy.
Quickly, too. And then he put it in between his books, like he was hiding it.
Wait,
Let's
as
see.
you were reaching for it?
No, I put Jesus Christ. I put it back, Marco, to go on my phone.
Yo, you guys know how to ruin a moment.
Sorry.
This is crazy. There's actual fucking happening on this cover.
Yeah, it's spider sex. It says it on the cover.
Wow.
Do they have all the spider limbs? Is this like a Saga situation?
No, they're humanoid.
They're humanoid, okay.
Yo, that is crazy. That is crazy. That spider lady is going south of the border.
Okay.
Yo, who did this cover? Mahmoud Asrar?
Mahmoud Asrar, yeah.
That's a cover. What? It's getting hot in here.
All right, well. now Sean's be like, oh, the podcast has to end now. Sorry. I need 5 minutes.
Marco, did you keep track of the count?
I got 12. 12 plus 7 we read?
19.
Yeah.
19. Mighty 19.
That was let's see. Tarek. Tarek with 19. Get yourself a Marvel book.
Yes, Tarek, if you want a Marvel book, any of the covers, please, or any of the codes to any of the Marvel books that I grabbed, reach out to me on Discord and I will get it sent over to you. You guys are going hard. You want to see this cover bad. I will post it. I'll post it on Discord.
Spoiler tag that bad boy.
Oh yeah, damn. You guys are going hard. This is quite a cover though. So yeah, you definitely want to see that.
I just saw it in the pals pulls chat. It quite the cover.
Oh, someone put it there. All right. Someone already put it there.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is they really did it. They really
I'm the
did it.
itsy bitsy about those spiders.
Hey yo.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Love
it's
that
Owl
cover.
Shogunate too. Come on, Gooner detected. Gooner alert.
Lunar Shogunate. All right. We're gonna get out of here.
Pick of the month?
Oh, thank you, Marco. Pick of the month. My pick of the month is Assorted Crisis Events, number 8.
Mine
Yeah.
is this Assorted Crisis Events, number 8.
Mine is also a sort of crisis events. No,
Cool. All right, great bit.
Great bit. Saturday, 10:15 a.m. Eastern. We're gonna talk Ultimate Universe Reborn. There's some other irons in the fire. Lots to talk about this Saturday. Do not miss us. Yes, Chubby Ray, we did read Williamson's Iron Man. We did review it, and it's good, not necessarily great, but there's reason to feel confident about the future. We will see you Saturday. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for 2 hours. It's been amazing. Until next time, peace, pals.